Okay, so got somebody in the green room standing by, and it's just such an amazing privilege always when we have Alejandro come on the channel. I really believe in what he has done with Audio Brewers. I mean, the thing is, he's just kind of stepped out, almost took a leap of faith in stepping out on his own, doing, bringing his vision and creation concepts to life through what he's doing at Audio Brewers, and I'm telling you, it's just always a joy to have him on the channel. So, Alejandro, calling Alejandro, are you there?
Hi, Simeon, my friend. How are you?
There he is. There he is. So, man, it is just so wonderful to see you again. Just kind of catch us up. What's been happening with Audio Brewers? What have you been up to?
Oh, so many things. So we just had this release. This is not a piano, which is an experimental library where we grabbed an upright piano, and instead of just recording it and doing some sound design with it, we just did the opposite, which was like create some sound design and then run the sound through the piano and then record the piano's resonances. It is a beautiful result, and everything was recorded in ambisonic and stereo, so the results are immersive for those who use Atmos music and immersive music. So it's a great
So
library.
basically, you took an upright piano and took all of the outer casing. Well, I guess just to expose the strings and the action, and you surrounded it with speakers.
So yeah, so the process for creating this library was all about putting speakers in the piano so that we could just generate enough energy from the speakers to be able to move the strings of the piano. So we just placed the speakers. Some of them were touching the piano, some of them were not, some of them were very close, some of them were, just in the lower part of the piano and the sides on top. And
Wow.
everything was just looking at the resonance box. And then we created the sounds, and the secret was in the volume at which we had to record these things to be able to capture the
Oh
sound.
yeah.
It was so loud, and some of the sound design things we did will not make the strings resonate enough. So I had to be like right by the piano sometimes to help it excite the strings. I had to use one of these
Oh my.
mufflers that they use in shooting ranges so that I could be comfortably by the speakers, because sometimes it will go above 120 or 30
Oh my
dB
gosh.
because it was so loud. And every time we played something, we will just stop the speakers and then record what the strings had were resonating. Sometimes
Wow.
we did like one layer, and then sometimes we had to do like 2 to 3 layers in order to be able to capture like the whole thing and then just join it in post. It was a very gruesome and long work, but the result is beautiful, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's what you're like the mad scientist of ambisonics and experimentation. I mean, you're literally thinking really outside the box. I know sometimes when I've been at it with the grand piano, I'll hold the damper pedal down and I'll go yeah, and just see what'll
Yes.
what'll resonate. And so that's basically what you've done. And
Yeah.
you've got a lot of stuff on the website, kind of going into that. But I've just loaded up. The piano one looped, and you can just see over here with the articulation layers what you have. I've got the keys and gentle. So when I just have keys loaded, okay. So this is just the keys, right?
Yeah.
Because I
This is
don't
the
have it in
keystrokes.
stacked mode. So now, and this is not a piano.
It is not, but in a way it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. And then the damper pedal, you hold it. Yeah, the damper pedal brings in. That's wild. So that's just the gentle. And then let's just pull in up the keys. articulations together. Wow, listen to that.
I think it's possible that you have another library running in the back.
You know what? I do.
It sounds beautiful.
Let me see. Let me stop this. I did. But okay, so I'm going to mute everything else. That's right.
There you go.
Hey, it did sound pretty good.
It did sound pretty good. What was that?
Oh wow. Okay, so this is just not a piano. Yeah, and it was not a piano, not a piano. It was not a piano plus something else.
Square.
Yeah, listen to that. So you've got the layer with the pedal up.
Yeah, so that's another thing that we did was like for every sound design patch, we recorded both the pedal down and with the pedal up, so that a pianist could layer them and it would behave just like a piano.
Yeah.
You know?
This is pedal up. Yeah. Now I'm gonna put the pedal down and listen to how it changes. Watch. It just kind of does that.
And you can actually solo the pedal down resonance. Just have that if you want,
So
just
you go
like
to
a
the
more
layers?
ambient sort of thing. Yeah, you could just deactivate the layer 1 and just leave the layer 5 running.
Okay.
Yeah, either from there. Yes, there you go.
And since I have a variable sustain pedal, it acts as a continuous controller like a mod wheel.
It should, yes.
That's what
it
it's,
should.
yeah, so it's like fading in. Yeah. And I can modulate my foot, and it's, that's pretty cool. Wow. It's got, yeah, it's got that up. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, let's see, the piano. What is that?
That was it.
The
It's
piano.
just that
Okay,
you had
yeah.
Because
Okay. And then the keys.
The keys are just the keystrokes.
Yeah, just the hand, just the knot. Yeah, just the actual.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey, man, it's good to have the developer here when you don't know what you're doing to kind of help to. Yeah, and this is just using 2 sounds, and already we're like.
Oh yeah.
Having just fun. Okay, so let's just go. Let's just go through these. This is the gentle. Oh man. Yeah, so music by candlelight, yes, the SL88 does have aftertouch. I don't think I have it turned on. I don't have it turned on. But that's another area of experimentation to experiment with that
Yeah.
aspect of it to bring another. So black light, explain to me what that means.
Oh, when it goes to the name of the sound design parts, we just I just sat down, did all the sound design, the 20 sound design patches, and then at the end I just listened to each of them and I'm like, okay, what does this tell me, and then I just name them that way.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to identify exactly this means that.
The technique that you use.
But yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
so
more or less like a hint.
okay, yeah. So one developer that I talked to a while back, they actually used like they went into a paint store and got one of the paint swatches, and so they're like, okay, so this sounds like Bermuda sand or something. So it's always fascinating. So this is so let's just listen to to hear what black light sounds like. And that low end is just like right there.
Yeah, because there is so much energy in the low end in the speakers that it will move the strings so much more richer. So the recording is so much more beautiful.
And it just freaking your ears out because you're playing this and it's just like these are they're different sounds that have never been captured before. These are just like
Yeah.
So this is just virgin. Wow. Okay. Digifelt. And I love the fact that you can stack these. So
Oh yeah.
you can stack
And
them.
not only can you stack them, you can actually stack the layers.
Yeah, so you can assign them to like the different
Mm-hmm.
wow. Let me see. I've got black light loaded too.
No, because the stack is closed.
Ah,
Okay, you turn it on. Okay, so there's nothing there.
okay.
Right there.
Yeah, so there we go.
Now it's Digifelt.
So you're just playing some transient, like just different transient sounds in there.
No. I did sound design, sustained sound design with synthesizers on the DAW, every note, multi-velocity sometimes, and like it's the whole thing. Like if you see the session, I don't know, there were like 80 tracks that I was running to be able to just do that. So yeah, everything is designed, the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like jazzy for some reason. There's all those overtones in there. Okay, let's pull up another snapshot, and because you've got reversed. So you've got looped and then you've got the reverse thing. So let's check that out. Oh, yeah. Now, what is that? Is this like almost like a bar of soap or something? Just kind of or clay or it's just
yeah. So
bizarre.
when I was doing it, I had the idea of like a velvet cloth kind of falling on the piano, but then just this came out and I was like, okay, I like this.
Yeah, it's kind of like the like a blob or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is reversed. So these are all. Yeah, and then you let the sustain pedal off, and it just kind of gets sucked into the. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's kick out the strums.
No, you
I
deactivated it.
did. Oh wow. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, let's check out the piano too. So much potential with this.
Yeah, there is so much content. It was a very big project, that I can say.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. So this is like swarms. So the keys is this okay? So what are the
So yeah, so when you enable the stack, if you want,
okay?
so we have divided the layers in three type of layers. Like the
Okay,
keys is just the keys, just you either turn them on or off.
okay,
And then each of the articulations have 5 layers, as you can see. Like you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
okay,
So the 1, 2 are the normal sustains of the piano. We duplicated them so that you could combine. So for example, you wanted the swarm and the Leslie in different layers. So you could just select swarm in layer 1 and Leslie in layer 2.
okay.
You know?
So yeah. So Leslie would go into layer 2.
Yeah, but you have to enable it with this. You have to click on it.
Okay,
No, the square, and then in the swarm. There you go.
okay. So you
And
don't
now you
have to
have,
hold control. You just have to click it. Okay.
yes. And now you have Swarm and Leslie going to 1 and 2, so that you can just apply different effects and different modulators to each of them.
Wow. So what do these icons here next to the
Okay,
keys?
so the 1 and 2, as you can see, you have like a little keyboard on top, so that the user can know that these are the sustains.
Ah,
And then
okay, okay,
3 and 4 are the pedal resonance, but it always plays.
okay.
You don't need to press the pedal. And then 5 is the pedal, so you have to press it
Ah,
in order
okay.
to hear it.
I got it.
So we did that so that the user could combine different articulations in different layers, and he could modulate them or apply different effects so that they will create any whatever sound they will think of,
Wow.
you know.
That's just crazy. Okay, so I see a Rhodes here. Let's just fire that up.
It's kind of a Rhodes. I just put it like that because
It's not a
it sounds
Rhodes.
bluesy.
It's
It's
not.
not a Rhodes.
And what happens when you do that sustain pedal is just really interesting. Let's see. Yeah. Wow.
And if you don't like if you don't want the sustain, you can just disable layer 5, and that's it.
Yeah.
And there you don't have sustain anymore.
But you still have that. But you just don't
Yeah,
have
you have
that
the sustain
extra.
of the attack, but you don't have the pedal. But you could, for example, use the pedal of another articulation so that you enrich the sound. It's just like plastilene.
Okay, so I just put the swarm,
Yeah,
disabled one, and then
yeah,
left the sustain pedal layer on
exactly.
with the Rhodes, and now let's see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, so it gives you some really cool, flexible possibilities.
Exactly.
Very, very
Exactly.
cool. Yeah, and so you've got okay. So the looped, of course, the sound is looped. So with just the regular, the sound is just dies off after a period of time.
Yeah, which sometimes can be like 40 seconds. Like the tails were really long sometimes.
40 seconds.
Oh yes.
Oh my gosh.
Some of the tails are huge.
Yeah, you're just yeah. You just that's crazy. That's torture.
Because we record the whole thing, you know.
And strummed. I'm gonna check out the strummed here. Oh yeah. Not a piano, like a guitar. Now let me stack it with the plucky. Sounds like a harp in a way. Wow, very cool.
Beautiful. So there's a story with the strummed and the fly articulations. This was actually Andrew Fly, the guy who has Cinematic Alpha.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, he's developing a technique called like Dobbins, where he creates sounds using synthesis 100%.
Digital,
And I was like,
organic,
exactly.
virtual
instruments.
Yeah.
So I told him like, why don't you send me one of your synthetic stuff and I just run them through the piano? And he was like, sure. And he just sent me that, and I just recorded that through the piano to add it to This Is Not a Piano. So yeah.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah, it's a beautiful result.
And let me just put the fly in here. CPU is kind of saying, ouch, ouch. It's a 25, 35, 45 red line. 50% kicks it over to the red line.
Maybe you can disable the reverb and it will just free some CPU, I think.
Yeah, the convolution.
In the effects.
Yeah, the convolution. Let's see. So
yeah, just unload the reverb.
So where are we?
The third slot.
Dun, 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 dun. Right here. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
just click there and put select so that it unloads anything.
The Kontakt
there you go.
Convolution is just so stinking.
It's very intensive.
CPU heavy. Just a little bit still. But you know what? We're streaming, we're Skyping, we're capturing,
exactly.
We're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But a red line is worth it when we can enjoy this time together. Yeah, it's like, Bob Dylan, man. Just like, oh Lord. This has just taken me into so many different headspaces because of the crazy, the newness of the sounds. It's just like, again, sounds that have not been created or produced, you know.
Yeah. Everything from the scratch, yeah.
Everything from scratch. Amazing. Okay.
Thank you.
So that is not a piano, and I think you still have it on intro pricing or something.
Yeah. And until the 15th of March.
Okay.
It's in intro price.
So make sure you check that out. I don't think that anyone on this planet right now is not totally in the dark about what's going on in our world. And I've really tried to learn more about the dynamics of what's going on. But when you strip everything away, it gets down to the men, women, boys, and girls that are being directly impacted by, imagine you're in your house and a bomb hits your house, or something blows up in your house, or somebody comes into your house and you know just takes everything out of your house and threatens you with a gun. That's never a good thing. And violence is never the answer to solving any problems, in my opinion. And so it's these innocent people that have nothing to do really with what's going on. They are the ones that are caught in the crossfires. And the first thing that I do, you have to, for me, I have to go to prayer. I have to say, God, what's going on. I know that you're aware of what's going on, and we ask you to give grace and wisdom. And then the second thing is, what can I do maybe directly? Alejandro's not just about selling libraries. It's about how can he make a difference in the world through music and through what he's doing. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with this.
So yeah, we had created by the beginning of this year a library that contained like the best sound design articulations that we created throughout 2021, and we were giving this library to some of our customers. Some selected customers. It was a limited edition library, and then everything started happening in the world, and we were thinking what we can do, to help people and everything, but we really didn't want to have any contact with money, you know because we just wanted to help somehow directly. And we just found that in Doctors Without Borders, they have a page where you can donate on behalf of somebody. So it came down to us, like, what if we just encourage people to donate directly to them, not to us but to them, and they donate in honor of us, and that way we can just receive an email from Doctors Without Borders saying, this person donated in your name, and then in exchange we just give them this limited edition library so that they can have it not at no cost. All the expenses on bandwidth and distribution are on us. We're just doing it from our pockets. We're not interested in any money. We're not interested in doing a percentage of revenue. We're just interested in encouraging people to donate it, because right now around the world there are so many people suffering in so many different places, and it just touches me personally,
Yeah,
because yeah, I grew up in a country that was like hit by a very nasty conflict, and I just it's really hard to see that people, like kids, are growing up in this
yeah,
states that, of like where you normalize violence, and when you normalize fear, like it's not fair. It's not fair to people, because in the end we all lose in war. There are
yeah.
no winners. There
Yeah,
are no
it's like,
winners.
War Games, the movie. It's my
Yeah,
wife says, "Oh no, he's watching that movie again." But it's very very real. There are no winners
yeah.
in that type of conflict, and so
Mm.
it challenges us all to do what we can to reach out to someone, to understand each other. Most even among friends, we have disagreements, but we have to learn to understand each other. So
So
what you do? Go to the Audio Brewers website, and then go to the link that's on their page. You donate directly to Doctors Without Borders, and then so you make a donation in honor of. And do they list Audio Brewers as that, or
and then they will send me automatically an email saying, John Smith
yeah,
donated. And then John Smith will write me an email and say, I donated. This is my email. And then I will send him a library.
yeah?
This is like the dynamics of the thing. That way, money goes directly to them. I
You
don't
don't
have
have anything.
any
Yeah,
relation to the
yeah,
money,
it's
nothing to do.
yeah,
And if somebody knows of another NGO that does this as well, we will be happy to list it. We just could find Doctors Without Borders.
yeah,
Unfortunately, we would like to have more, because we would like to just keep this program running. Hopefully this war in Ukraine is going to end soon, but even if it ends, there are so many conflicts in this world that we just thought, let's just keep it running, because these people need help,
yeah.
no matter where they are.
Yeah, so go ahead, go make sure you check that out. So this is what this looks like. And, and I love when developers just kind of give us a unified interface for their libraries, because it keeps you from having to learn something new
Yeah.
every time.
And there is one important thing. This library cannot be bought. The only way to get it is to donate it, to
Yeah.
donating to Doctors Without Borders. There's the only way.
Yeah. So
There's
the
no
only
other
way you
way.
can get this is doing
By donating.
doing a good thing. I think there's a minimum of $10 that you recommend.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, this is cool. So I've got stack mode. So that means I just can click on whatever we've got. So this is taking sounds from previously released libraries and kind of.
Yeah, we just made a collection of the best sound design articulations from all our libraries that came out in 2021 and created like a potpourri.
So this is the upright. And I think Halvard, you mentioned, and when I saw that, that war would never start. Da, 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 da. Yeah, and I can hear my wife, if she's watching, says, "Simeon, get in a lower key." No more lives torn apart. That wars would never start. Da, 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 da. And love would fill our hearts. Yeah, so that's our prayer. That's cool. So that's a beautiful upright.
And it's an eternal, so it loops.
Yeah. Oh. And let's see. So this is a eternal resonac. So these are all looped. Let's see. Okay, let me turn that off.
There is on.
Wow. So David McGinnis has joined us in the chat, and it's just wonderful participating in that project. Okay, so Halvard sent me he sent me the rest of the lyrics to that. So let me just stack the upright and go back. No more lives torn apart, then war would never start, and time would heal our hearts. And everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love would never end. This is my grown-up Christmas list. Yeah. We're talking about Christmas and we're getting ready to enter into spring, but I was even doing Carol of the Bells earlier. So it's like, it's going to be like 20 degrees, I think, tonight and tomorrow, and we're going to get snow. So winter is just not letting go. But that's a beautiful, beautiful song from Amy Grant. But then again, it just kind of showcases this upright, how cool and how nice it just wraps around some of these. Yeah, you can't get an upright library like this for $10, and it's just a great value. So Forte Frozen. So this is from the piano.
But disable the eternal uprights.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy. And it just keeps going. And soothing forte. Yeah, let's go to something soothing. Yeah, so we've got some EQ going on. that's crunchy, crunchy and in your face. Wow. Now this is from the Fazioli.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. So this is under. Very cool. And you've got some from the toy piano. Toy sostenuto.
Yeah, but you have to disable the Eternal now.
Ah, yeah. There we go. Yeah, you're the only one that I know that took an Ambisonics microphone and stuck it inside of a toy piano. That's just like hilarious. And does this come in an Ambisonics?
Yes, we give it both in stereo and in ambisonic. So if you are experimenting with Atmos music, immersive music, or want to experiment with stereo decoding,
yeah,
there
this
you
is
go.
great. Yeah,
Is your best way to get into it.
and this is from AXA.
Yep, Ashe. Yeah.
Okay, turn off the Eternal Upright. Yeah, so this is from the percussion.
Yes.
Wow. It's crazy. Water. Now, okay, so it looks like
So every time you unselect everything, it goes back to the first one.
Ah, okay.
Because it's in stack mode.
Okay, let's turn that off then. Okay, there we go. Water. Yeah, so. Just a really cool. Just a lot of stuff you can do. A lot of stuff you can do with this, and of course you've got some just a whole load of presets. Let's see, old tape piano. Let me load that in here.
And all the presets you can control them with CC1.
Yeah. So this is the pitch LFO. Wow. That's cool. Piano Instinct. Let's see. This is great. Yeah, this is like, the variety here, Halvard, is just it's like a grab bag. It's just like a beautiful grab bag. It's like that Russell Stover's or that Whitman's box of candy, and you've got different individual pieces, and they're different.
Yeah.
Just the upright by itself is just, without any of the other that could be the only chocolate in the box, and it would be just very beautiful. It is gorgeous. Wow. Well, my friend, I tell you what, let there be peace on earth.
Oh, yeah.
And let it begin with me. Let it begin with me. Let it begin with you. And, that's my sweetheart. She's on her way home. And, but my friend, it's such a great, great joy to see your face and to share your vision and your beautiful instruments with all of my friends that are just so great at supporting the channel, and just beautiful. Just so grateful for all the support. So yeah, hang on for just a little bit, and then we'll just we'll kind of touch base as we close out this wonderful live stream. Alejandro's told me some things that are coming, and so make sure that you subscribe, and make sure you check out his website and get on the mailing list so you can be sure of what's going on at Audio Brewers, because it's just amazing.
Thanks so much.
Man, but thanks again, guys. We've had just such a wonderful time together, and I cannot wait to jump back on live again and share some more, because, man, there's so much coming, and so appreciate the support. All the links are going to be down in the description. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you check out Alejandro's Say No to War promotion, so you can get this 2021 collection of these beautiful instruments and know that you're helping to help someone get through some crazy situations. So until next time, this is Simeon Ambergy with PraiseTracks.com, and we're keeping on this journey in search of the joyful sound, and I so appreciate you for coming along for the ride, and I'll see you next time.